I don't even know how a side-by-side would do these trails.
I feel like he'd be scrubbing stuff, you know, especially the way that guy was saying the size of the one that kept about ran him off the trail, you know. We were in the trailhead. There was a guy on a dirt bike. He gave us a heads up. He said that there was somebody out here on a huge side-by-side that ran him off the trail. He had to confront them about it. They're not supposed to be out here anyway. It's a 50-inch restriction. This thing clearly was like a huge dune buggy, you know, and somehow or another he slipped in here. In other words, found another way in here. He didn't come in through the main the trailhead entrances, that is. They must have found another way in here. Anyway, he ran that guy on the dirt bike off the trail, and that guy on the dirt bike said he had to chase him down and basically, you know, had it out with him, told him, you know, that if he hit him, you know, he was going to put a pounding on him. So, but he said the guy was going really fast too out here, so told us to watch out for him, you know. I hope we don't run into him. There's a lot of blind corners out here that could be a bad thing, slam into somebody. Then driving a vehicle that big and fast through here, these little narrow paths.
Yeah.
Nowhere for people to pull off at a lot of times.
It's bad enough with a dirt bike or an ATV.
That's a deep one. Got a lot more water in it. That one little bump back there, I can see the back end lift up a little bit. Oh boy, doesn't take much on these little water brakes.
No, it doesn't.
Their tires throw up a lot of roost when they go through water. It like kicks up for a long time, a rooster tail.
So they've got it in the all-wheel drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said he's just gonna leave it in there, let it do its thing.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I think the way that system's designed, you might as well just leave it there, because it's supposed to operate in two-wheel drive when it doesn't detect wheel spin. So I think for them it takes the guesswork out of it. But really, I mean, there's not a whole lot out here except for some of those mud hole sections, trenches that you would need four-wheel drive. But I think what Polaris in the book recommends is using the all-wheel drive, so that when you're going down hills, that when you get equal braking to all wheels or something like that. So I guess for them it just paid to leave it in there so they don't forget, you know, that they got to cut it on at some point.
Yeah. And then too, where they're not as experienced.
Inexperienced rider. They're new at this sport, so this is their first ATV, so they got to get used to it. So in case anybody hasn't been able to tell already, this is a Polaris Sportsman 570 Touring. It's a 2-up model. It's the base model of that series. This is pretty much its maiden voyage away from home, so it's still in the break-in period. And a good day to get out for a ride, get it away from home, hit some real trails. Scarlett is, of course, on the Rancher, and I'm on the Kodiak.
I think I just heard Mom go, woo!
Yeah, that was an abrupt one. I caught a little hair myself coming all out. Yeah. No, not this model.
Okay.
I think you have to get one of the higher up trim levels in it to get that.
I'm surprised none of these little runoff areas.
Yeah, I know, they don't have any water. I guess it's been so dry, it soaked a lot of it up, huh? We were fortunate enough, well, back home we were also, but they were here too, to have got some rain yesterday, so it's knocked the dust down a lot. We'd be thankful for that, because last time we were out here, it was really dusty.
Going down.
You may want to go to low range temporarily while you descend this. Help you get better braking, you know, use your brakes as you need to.
Not too bad. Although I can easily tell you, I used to think it was worse than it is.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think like a first timer.
That's nothing like a big down, though. Y'all should be able to go back to
Well,
high.
no, this is pretty.
Never mind, then, okay.
They should be fine staying low right here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So that Polaris there is geared really low in low range. It's not as it's not quite as, it doesn't give you quite as much range in low range, like as far as speed goes, as say like the Kodiak here. You kind of tend to rev the motor out more in low range because it's geared a little bit lower. But I mean, that's got its advantages. I mean, you may be somewhat disadvantages too in some situations, you know, if you're trying to run it in low range for an extended period. But anyway, it makes it good for working, for sure, you know, pulling stuff, climbing steep stuff. I think I've ridden the Polaris several times back at their house, and I like it. I mean, you know, it really is. It's my first, you know, extended experience with the Polaris brand. I think for me, I still prefer, all in all, you know, I prefer the Yamaha. Like for instance, the low range in the Yamaha, you know, I think it suits me better because I feel like, you know, when I have it in low range, I can leave it in there longer and kind of, if I need to, the engine's not tacking as high RPM as say like on the Polaris, you feel like it's really more for just really slow speeds because of the way it's geared. But that's a good four-wheeler though. I mean, the engine's real strong in it. It's got that double overhead cam 4-valve ProStar, 44 horsepower. It's a strong engine. It's smooth too, quiet. But yeah, I still, though, I like Yamaha, the transmission overall better for me. And but the ergonomics on the Polaris are really nice. I think the bars and everything are positioned really nicely to the seat, which is nice. Seat's real comfortable on it and it rides smooth. This model here has got the McPherson strut front suspension, and then the double wishbone independent rear suspension. It's really got a plush ride to it. Handles good.
Like it's more rutted through here.
Yeah, hanging that curve, man.
Ooh, it's warmer through here.
Yeah. Yep, there's the other scenic overlook. A bug in my helmet. And look to the left. We got to get some kind of Bluetooth or something to communicate with them. They can't hear me because I'm not yelling loud enough.
Yeah. I know, it's like, who turned on the light?
That's a lot of shade.
Yeah, we're in the loop part of it. I think technically we've been on it since we passed that turn off the rock crawl.
Oh, okay.
I think that whole section is the last of it.
Right.
A lot of burns.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of low branches through here.
It's really
you got to bob and weave your head through there.
It's really filled in green all over on the side there.
I think they're getting more comfortable. They're picking up speed in these straight sections. They're doing good. This is the first time they've been out on trails like this.
Yeah.
All the riding they've done since they've had it, been at home.
Warn them about the switchback up here.
Yeah.
They may have to make a 3-point turn.
Probably just tell them to slow down, put it in low range. Real tight, switchback.
They could even swing wide and get it.
They have to do a 3-point turn.
Yeah. That's what I'm guessing.
Whew, you wouldn't believe the air that they just fell back in, came up off the ground. Dang on. I don't know if it'll show up on camera or not, but I saw them wheels, they came clean off the ground. It kind of got a little sideways too when it landed. Hey, it's stable though, it's good wide, that's a good thing. That 570 Polaris is 48 inches wide, so it's, it's got a wide stance to it. So right here, it's a tight switchback. You probably want to grab low range.
You're probably going to do a 3-point turn because we're going that way. So we're going down to that trail right there.
We just went that way earlier. We kept straight. We just made a big loop.
So we're hard righting.
That was the Lasso trail at the top of the mountain.
So we barely make it. So with your longer wheelbase, just back up as many times as you need to make the turn. Because we don't need you going down the mountain.
And easy on the throttle. I know, I saw the whole back end. It was about that far off the ground. They made it. How about that?
Awesome.
All right. Good turning radius on that long wheelbase. About that.
That's pretty good.
I was expecting them to have to do a 3-point turn.
Me too. I think he cleared it easier than I did.
I know. I think I've done worse on that at times. It did good. Good job. You aced it the first time. In case anybody doesn't know, the Polaris there has the tail lights stay on all the time, whether or not you have your headlights on or not. I guess it's kind of they deem a safety feature, but just so anybody's wondering, the brake lights aren't stuck on the whole time.
Have you seen any dust in some of these dryer spots?
Not really. I haven't felt any hit me in the face. That's a welcome. I like that. I can do without the dust, man. I'd rather it be a little wet than dusty.
There's the deer.
The deer? Look at her. Wonder if that's the same one that we saw the other day. Look,
hi.
She just stayed. She's going down the mountain. I hope she don't topple head first going down that steep grade.
Well, I'm sure she knows what she's doing.
She disappeared down there. I don't see her right off.
So funny, they just stand there looking.
Right. Wagging that tail.
I don't know what I'm going to do though. I ran this corner and there's a bear standing in the path. People talk about it happen.
Hopefully he'll go the other way when he hears the engine running.
I hope so too. Ferns through here. These cool spots right here, I'm thinking I want my jacket, but then we get to other spots and I'm like, no, I'll be too hot.
Yeah. I probably could have mine on, but I'm managing like I am, but it's a little airish at times. Yeah, look at it trickling over those rocks. That's filled in a lot since the last time.
think they need low range to go up there?
If they're going to stop or go
Yeah.
slow, yeah.
Go down to low. Drop it down to low.